see where we Friday night's a fun night, and what makes it fun? Watch Fanboys Unleashed coming at you live now. Only a little bit late this time, just a little bit. I'm starting 11 minutes late as opposed to earlier. Equipment setup is a you-know-what. We're about to talk some OTAs. We're about to talk what we don't like about the NFL offseason. We're getting to some topics here. We hope you'll join in with us and chat. And let's go ahead and get this intro started. The only way we know how with a banger beat. Am I right? Let's go. We are indeed going to have ourselves a show. We're going to have ourselves a show by welcoming back one of my favorite hosts, if not one of my favorite co-hosts, maybe. He is down in his back, but he is carrying the team. He is trudging along. He has escaped the couch to join us tonight for Fanboys Unleashed. He is the cowboy apologist, Alan Paralaz. How are you, sir?
Hi. I'm back.
Alan, how about them Pacers, Alan? How about them Pacers, Alan?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Although I will say, we lost game 1 to the Nuggets by 1 point off a game-winning shot. We're down 2-1 in that series and ended up winning it in 7. So don't count the chickens just yet, boys.
All right.
Your TV is loud.
Is it coming through? Oh, snap.
Yes. I can hear Wade Barrett in the background.
Can you really? Man, it's not even popping up.
I can hear his screaming.
Oh, for heaven's sake. I will fix this immediately. There we go. Anyway, gotta love smart TVs that can hook to your phone. Anyway, thank you for joining us tonight for Fanboys Unleashed. I am your host, Mr. First Down, aka Sam Dean, joined by Alan Paralaz, and we are ready to jump into the OTAs. Alan, do you see anything in your OTAs that you think is tangible show of anything at all? And let me give you an example. That we see like 2 highlights, maybe a little bit more, thanks to the Titans social media team. Calvin really catching 2 passes from Cam Ward. And what do we hear? Oh, something's brewing in Tennessee. It's OTAs. Let's settle down here. He's throwing against wind. He threw some passes to everybody that you can see on a highlight reel. And I know this is part of it, and it does kind of help you get past the whole, the whole slog of the off season. But do you find anything in OTAs that you're like, that's something I can point to?
I mean,
Cowboys, I should say.
I think right now the best thing to kind of look at is how Brian Schottenheimer has dealt with the team thus far. How he seems like he's more hands-on with the players than Mike McCarthy was, which is a good sign to see. It's a new philosophy. It's a culture change. They're working on some different things. You got George Pickens coming in from Pittsburgh, who's getting accustomed. And he's also kind of quarterbacking wide receivers on some of their route running stuff. You really don't need to quarterback, CeeDee Lamb for sure, but you can still take advice where you get it from, and it's nice to kind of give it. He's more hands-on, direct than what Mike McCarthy was, which is a good sign to see for Cowboy fans, because this is something we really haven't seen since Bill Parcells. We haven't seen a guy who's been like hands-on, direct, telling it like it is. I know he's got a good repertoire with the players, and the players love him. So, it's a complete culture change. It's at the end of the day, Jerry's still making the decisions. It's a culture change that the Cowboys need. And here's the difference that I see in this, Sam, is that you see guys all over the league who are in contract disputes right now that are not showing up to OTAs, but Micah Parsons is. Parsons is at OTAs. He was at the pre-required workouts, the team workouts. He's been at every team workout this offseason. That to me tells me he wants to stay in Dallas. He's hoping to get that contract signed. And he's a believer in what Brian Schottenheimer is doing. So that getting to work with Eberflus now back in Dallas on the defensive side. Again, that speaks a lot. That speaks volumes. I know it's OTAs. I know people are going to kind of wipe that under the rug. But when you've got one of your superstar players who's in a contract dispute right now, showing up to volunteer workouts, on non-mandatory workouts, non-mandatory trainings, and OTAs, when he's in the middle of a contract dispute with the owner and the most polarizing owner in the league, that to me says there's definitely a lot of change happening in Dallas right now. That's all for the better.
Okay. Good answer. I look at more things like, you're right, leadership's there. Everybody's there but Jeffrey Simmons, but I wouldn't call that necessarily like a means to panic. He's working out wherever he is and whatnot. He'll be there next week. I will say Cam Ward's release off his throw, amazing. That is something tangible I have taken away watching OTAs. That kid can fling it. It's like his arm doesn't move at all. So I like that. I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of all the team building stuff. I'm a big fan of Bones coaching my special teams. That's fun. Still don't know why he left Dallas. I was like, are you sure? You don't want to come here, dude. It's crazy. It's the Wild West out here. You got a bunch of no names running down the field. So, but it's good. It's good to have a good special teams coach. I'll tell you that. He's been really entertaining. Mm-hmm. So,
Bones is great. You're gonna love him. Bones is great.
I'm already in. I do already. I already love him. I'm in. Let's see. So, you know what? They can be fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it live now. We're gonna do it live. Alan,
we'll do it live. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Welcome to the three things. And I'm not gonna say hate anymore because people overuse the word hate for everything.
Hate is such a strong word. It gets thrown around a lot these days.
Three things that you strongly dislike about the off season.
Ain't that the same thing?
Nope. Well, it's the word. They just say it over and over for everything.
I mean, it's just a longer, extended version of the word hate.
Don't get smart with me. Just give me.
I went to college. I went to college, young man.
I was there, and it hurt your back. That's what it did.
It hurt my back. No, that was just Scott chasing me down after I stole his walker this morning.
Did you take the tennis balls off the ends?
No, I replaced it with a tree branch.
He's got a peg leg out there.
I got instead of a walker, Instead of a walker, it's now a tree branch with pine cones.
Scrape.
Oh yeah, the nurses are having a field day with that.
I'm sure they are. Okay.
Yeah.
You're number one of things
Number
you
one,
can't
are we
stand.
going 3-1? Are we going 3-1 or 1-3?
Do 3-1. Yeah, do
3-1?
that's your format, and I'll stick to it as well. I'll follow.
Okay.
It. I'm right where you read 3.
All right, so 3 for me is just the weight, man. It's the dragging of the off season. You know, it kind of teases you a little bit, and the NFL does such a great job of marketing this too. It just teases you. It teases you. It's like, oh, football's coming. Football's coming. It's right around the corner.
Oh yeah.
You don't have much longer to wait. OTAs are starting. You got football's coming, and then the next month it's like, oh, practices are coming, joint practices are coming. Here comes the preseason. We're almost there. It's like, give me the game already, God damn it! I'm ready for.
Yeah. In my
as much as I don't want to go, there, I'm ready for opening weekend in Philly. Come on now.
Hey, you shouldn't go there. I don't want you to get shot. Don't do that.
No. Yeah.
No.
I would never step foot in Philly wearing all blue. So
I would step foot in Philly anyway. Anyway, so
city of brotherly love, my ass.
It is not. I agree with you. It seems like the time you just go through a slog. It's one reason I keep pushing the pod during these times. Like, we can get through this together. We can talk about issues and talk about whatever else. But like you said, like the OTAs, they show you those highlights of guys throwing against air, and we are like, oh, it's amazing. Oh, but then like you realize what you realize is that these guys are just doing like pre-written plays and just getting in the motions of getting in shape again and catching the ball again on instinct and everything like that. So it's really not like this massive deal that everybody makes it out to be. So yeah, I'm with you. The time it takes so long, and I understand players have to rest and do whatever they need to do. It's totally true, but it doesn't help the fan aspect. All we want to watch is some guys get on the gridiron and try to kill each other. That's what we watch. That's what we want. We want it in our lives. My number 3. The hypothetical stories, right? We've already heard it with Shadur Sanders. Oh man, imagine if he was drafted earlier by one of these teams and not the Browns. He'd be out there. He'd be the day one starter. Blah blah blah. Imagine if he was with the Giants right now. Blah blah blah. It's full of them. And that's just one example. It's full of them. The hypothetical. What if that? Blah blah blah. And I know it's off season or whatnot, but I'd rather you speculate something that's already happened. Like, talk about. Don't tell me what if Shadur Sanders went to New York. Tell me what is Shadur Sanders going to do to impress the Browns brass to get that first QB spot and stuff like that. But the media has got to come up with some storyline here in this slog, and they've chosen to deal with.
He's a shoo-in. He should be the starter. Well, here's the thing. Yes, he's Deion's kid. I get that. He's got talent. Yep. But here's the thing. There's a reason why he's a 5th-round pick.
Sure.
And I get he's got all the talent. The reason why he's a 5th-round pick is because nobody wanted to deal with Deion's crap. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Nobody wanted to deal with Deion. Nobody wanted to deal with the media backlash for not taking him early. So then, the Browns are like, oh, we need positive PR because we still have Deshaun Watson on our roster. So we'll take him too. Now you have a 5-man quarterback room consisting of Deshaun Watson, who's out the whole year, Joe Flacco, who's pretty much about to go into the room next to Scott. You have Dylan Gabriel, who you took 2 rounds earlier, and you have Kenny Small Hands Pickett, who in this situation looks like he's going to be the odd man out because. You trust Joe Flacco. He got you to the playoffs last time he was here, and you don't want to get rid of your 2 rookies. So Kenny Pickett better be looking for real estate elsewhere, bud.
He better invest elsewhere, he says. But anyway, the hypothetical situation, the what ifs and stuff like that, I don't think that serves anybody's purpose in the off season. It's a silly thing to do.
Like, we see things all the time, Sam, where guys just come out of nowhere in training camp. Guys come out of nowhere during off-season practice. Like, you see, people got to understand these 5th, 6th, 7th round guys, these undrafted guys, they're fighting for jobs.
Yeah, look at
all these guys are fighting for jobs, and when you're fighting for a job, you're going to take it more seriously than some other people do. And you know.
Amen.
In Shador's mindset right now, because he's a 5th round pick, he's pretty much fighting for a job right now. So he's probably not going to be the day one starter, but should he be, maybe back up to Joe Flacco? Probably. But like you said, it's all hypothetical. It's all, it's the words that people are trying to spin.
I don't like it. What's your number 2?
Number 2 for me, well, it's the late signings, the late free agent signings, the late trades, and we just had one this week. Aaron Rodgers said, "You know what, Pittsburgh, I'm going to come in there and I'll be your quarterback for the year."
Why
I just
not?
want to make sure. I just want to make sure I'm there for mini camp and not there for OTAs because I'm 40 and I got back problems. So. Again, if I don't like it, I don't like guys skipping out on things. And I know he did all the OTAs and the minicamp stuff with the Jets, but again, the guy's 40 years old. He's not the same quarterback he was. If you were really banking on waiting for Aaron Rodgers to sign with you, that's poor mismanagement by Pittsburgh right there. You really should have maybe targeted. I know they ended up getting Will Howard at the end of the day, which I think he could be a really good, solid number 2 option. Not saying Mason Rudolph won't be, but I think Will Howard could be. But you waited so long. You probably should have taken Shador number 21, if I'm being honest.
Probably.
If you weren't confident that you were going to get Aaron Rodgers, then why did you wait this long?
I don't know.
And why? And Aaron, I get it. Why did you wait this long for you to make a decision on this? I get it. You wanted to skip OTAs, but come on, man. We all knew where you were going.
I think it's just another one of these silly things that we have to do in the off season. Like the media sits there and it speculates and it elongates and tries to find a story somewhere. And then when it finally comes to fruition, he goes with the Steelers. Then we get the tweet, "Oh, there was no other option. This is, of course, where he was going to go." Well, why didn't you just say so? Don't sit here and just silence or spinning webs of, "Oh, yeah, no, he could totally go to the Vikings." And stuff like that. It's
and that kind of plays into my number 1 too, but we'll get to that later. But it's just it's one of those things where it's like, and then even us trading for George Pickens as late as we did, that kind of was like, yeah, good. We got a number 2, but we could have gotten him before the draft, or you could have gotten him during the draft.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, what a great drink you're drinking there.
I know.
Do you like my shirt?
Seems like you have an issue there, bud.
No, everything's fine. I can quit whenever I want
to. That's not what your therapist said.
No, shush. You shush it. Who is there and not there at voluntarily OTAs is so silly to me. It's great that Michael Parsons is there, but we wouldn't freak out if he wasn't. It's great that Calvin Ridley's there. It's not, it's no big deal that Jeff's not there. It's not that big. Everybody knows Jeff is going to show up ready to go. So why do we have to play this game about who's here and not here? Because as soon as OTAs start, there's a tweet within like 0.5 seconds. I don't see. What's his name? What's his name's not out there? Oh my gosh. Is something wrong or whatever? And about 90% of the time I say it's like, no, they'll be in tomorrow or the next day. So everybody always freaks out at voluntary OTAs when somebody's not there because they're like, I don't get it. What is it me? It's like the guy in the relationship. Is this my fault? Just tell me what I'm doing wrong and I'll stop doing it. Who cares? It's voluntary. They'll be there when it matters. That's how it works.
Right.
That's how it works. This is mostly a time for the rookies.
Like Lamb last year.
Yeah.
Signed a week before the season started.
Yeah, it's great that Parsons is there, and it's great
that Dak signed the day of the game. So
that's a good point. He did. I forgot about that.
But he was still at OTAs. He was still at the mini camps. He was still there. CD was still working out in Cabo. So
good old Cabo.
Cabo.
All right. What's your number one thing that you strongly dislike about the offseason?
The media coverage. The media coverage, specifically ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like you were saying earlier, Sam, they just have to find the story. They have to find the thing.
You got to talk about something.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's a slow sports day. Let's talk about the Cowboys. Everybody likes that.
Boo.
What shenanigans are the Cowboys doing this week? I don't know. Let's see. Do we have a reporter out there? Yeah, we do.
Oh, Dak's looking at his thumb. It's time. Bazooka Joe. It's time.
He's no longer saying "here we go" anymore during the cadence. Oh, I wonder how that's going to affect his play on the field. He's fine. He's fine. He's recovering from an injury, you goons. God, I hate ESPN.
They are awful.
Yeah.
That's good.
What? Again, I respect Stephen A. Smith as a reporter. He does a damn good job with the show. But his hate on Cowboy fans, I feel like it's unnecessary at times.
Oh, well, it's a thing now. It's taken on a life of its own.
Which is why I'm so glad that the Knicks lost to your Pacers. just so I could drink his tears.
They are quite delicious.
Even though we lost game one.
These things happen.
It's okay. It's okay.
We'll make it through. The 7-on-7 stat keeping during OTAs. Stop it. Stop what you're doing.
Oh, he threw for 5 touchdowns on 7-on-7. Who cares?
Oh,
there's no defense going after you at 7-on-7. There's a reason why they call it 7-on-7.
They're literally throwing it deep half the time anyway.
Right.
Like there's no rhythm to it. It's just what it is. People lining up and go throw the longest ball and see if you can catch it and whatever. See if you can intercept it. See if all this stuff. So I don't get it. I'm just like, why are we doing this? Whoever's keeping stats on 7-on-7, stop it. Get help. Get help in your life. It doesn't matter. It's a silly thing to do. Stop keeping stats on 7-on-7. Yeah.
Let's do get help. Let's do get help.
Get help.
Just to get help.
Stop.
I don't want to do get help. I don't want to do get help.
Come on, buddy. You and me. Yeah. But that's it. So we're going to transition this show about football to some money in the bonk. In the bonk, Alan.
Money in the bonk. It's in LA though. It's in LA though, so you got to speak with the LA accent.
I really don't like it. When's it start at LA night? Yeah. When's it start?
I believe it's 6 tomorrow. World Collide is just on before that.
Huh.
So they're trying to make this a TKO day because you got Worlds Collide, you've got Money in the Bank, and then you've got UFC 312, I think, after that. So
awesome.
It's insane. Only 4 matches right now. Only 4 matches, unless it changes sometime tonight. There's only 4 matches.
Impressive. They'll add one more, right? There'll be one more.
I don't know, actually.
Okay. All right. What do you Who's winning the briefcase on the women's side?
It's a good question.
It's Alexa.
It could be any one of them, honestly.
Little Miss Bliss, baby, the goddess herself.
I actually do have the Vegas odds for that, and the money in the Money in the Bank winners here. So
lay it out for us.
Naomi is actually the favorite at -280 to win Money in the Bank.
I did not know that.
Followed up by Rhea at +300, Roxanne +700, and Alexa's +900. Fourth.
Really?
Odds.
Man,
Yeah.
I thought she would be kind of the top dog there. Roxanne would be a good wrench, right? A good wrench in the plans there.
I really don't think that there's a bad person to put the briefcase on.
No,
because you can build a story regardless. Because if you want to do a quick cash in, I think Naomi Rhea is the way to go with that. I think or Alexa, if Alexa does win, I think it's going to be because of the Wyatt Six. Me personally, but I think if you have Roxanne, Julia, or Stephanie win it, they can hold on to it for a little bit and then take the opportune time to cash in later down the line.
Impressive. I agree with that. All right.
But as far as my pick goes, I'll say Naomi.
Okay. Very reasonable response. I'll say Alexa. I think it'd be good for her to get it. I think it will do a lot of good for the briefcase since people keep dumping on it every time they can.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Men's briefcase.
So on the men's side, Seth is the favorite, of course, at -250. I mean, it's the obvious pick, right?
Right.
Your boy LA Knight is +200, his second best odds. Third best odds at +300. El Grande Americano.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine the outrage? Can you imagine the IWC if he wins that?
You've got Penta at +1,000. You've got Solo at +1,200. And with the with the worst odds to win Money in the Bank out of either match, Andrade at +3,300.
Please let him do it. Please let him do it immediately.
Andrade is there for the flops.
He does so.
What if Chad Gable cannot wrestle Vikingo at Worlds Collide and it ends up being El Grande Americano? What if he pulls double duty in that match?
Let's do it. I'm in.
I was actually in the comments of Bobby's show. They were doing Audible earlier tonight, and when they were talking about it, I was like, that's Chad Gable. Bobby was like, no, he's not. No, it's not. That's not Chad Gable.
Bobby's like, how do you know?
That's not Chad Gable.
I loved it when you were in the chat we're part of. They're like, you don't know this Chad Gable, and you're like, shut up.
That's Chad Gable.
I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of playing this game. Stop it. It's not funny.
But
I agree with you, by the way.
My pick is LA Knight.
Oh.
My pick is LA Knight.
Take it away from John Cena.
Yep.
If that happens, that would be one of the best swerves ever. Because no one would see it coming.
Ever.
Imagine John Cena looking happy and all of a sudden.
And also, don't forget, you're going to have both world champion and WWE champion in the same match at the same time. So whoever wins that briefcase is going to be staring at that main event all night.
Oh boy, yeah. Oh jeez. Hey Jerry, hope you're doing well. Happy Friday to you.
I keep forgetting that it's Friday. This back injury is throwing my days off.
Oh, I know. It's nuts. All right, Alan, what do you got coming up for us today? or what's coming up for you? Because I suffer from Friday-itis.
No, lock it in. Obviously, we've got money in the bank tomorrow. If Sam so wishes to incline, we can do a post show tomorrow night.
Depends how awake I am.
Just drink Dr. Pepper. You'll be fine.
Oh, you're right. Out of my new fridge. I have his new
Dr. Pepper fridge.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Sunday's game 2. I don't know why we're waiting 3 days in between game 1 and game 2.
Why are we waiting 3 days?
I don't. It just builds my anxiety even more.
Jeez.
But yeah, game 2's on Sunday. So yeah, you're going to be hearing us talk about that on our shows because both our teams are in the finals. So,
woohoo!
Texas completely crushed Texas Tech in the softball World Series tonight. So they're the new champions, and I want to throw up.
That's right, Jerry. That's right. You tell it to Alan. You tell it to Alan right now. Right now, Jerry.
Everyone beeth the critic. Yeah, and then baseball show on Wednesday if my back's okay.
No.
I am. By the way, health update on me. I am doing therapy every Wednesday now.
Good.
And then I think here in a couple weeks I get another shot on a week from next Tuesday, and I have a meeting with my surgeon the day after that to discuss on how my health is doing. So we'll figure all that out once it comes to pass.
Bill, you're young. They'll get it figured out.
I'm 32. I don't feel young. I feel 62.
Try being 39 now, where I'm looking at 40, going no.
Sam, you say you're 39, but you're actually 79. You got 3 kids.
Yeah, it ages me another 40 years. Feels like
you should move in. You can move in next to Scott.
No,
bug him all day.
All he does is eat pudding and goes go Celtics all the time.
No,
I can't do it anymore. I can't play this game.
Don't worry. I substituted his Jello with Metamucil shots.
Oh my gosh!
He should be full of energy tonight.
He's ready to go.
He's ready to go. Yes, he is.
Thank you all for watching. Go enjoy your Friday. Alan, get some rest on that back. Thank you for coming on. We will hopefully see you all tomorrow night after we talk about money and the funk. And we're both going to bed because that's the exciting lives we lead. We lead
Also, I just got one last question for everybody, and that's how about them Cowboys?
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Now we definitely got